nature. My mother was kind of like a gypsy, so I learnt all the gypsy little things, all the superstitions.
Ritchie Blackmore is an English guitarist, songwriter, musician, and film score composer. He's one of the co-founders of Deep Purple, which was established back in 1968. This guitarist is prolific in creating guitar riffs and is often noted for his classically influenced tools. In April 2016, he was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as part of Deep Purple. Various publications such as Rolling Stone and Guitar World have cited him as one of the greatest and most influential guitar players of all time. He was ranked the 16th greatest metal guitarist of all time back in 2004, and in 2011, Rolling Stone ranked him number 50 on its list of the greatest guitarists of all time.
Bob Dylan came up to me once and he said, "Hey, who the hell are you?" And I kind of admired him for that.
If you enjoy these videos, please remember to hit the like button, as it does help us out a lot. And comment below who your favorite celebrity is that you'd love to see in an upcoming video. His full name is Richard Hugh Blackmore, but is also known as the Man in Black, Blackers, Ritchie. He was born April 14, 1945 in Weston-super-Mare, Somerset, England, making him 76 at the time of this production. He stands at 1.79 meters or 5 feet 10 inches tall. Ritchie learned to drive at the age of 39 and bought his first car during the mid-1980s. He's a heavy drinker and watched German-language television on his satellite dish when he's at home. He has several German friends as well as a collection of around 2,000 CDs of Renaissance music. Guitar World's readers have voted 2 of Ritchie's guitar solos among the 100 greatest guitar solos of all time. And in 1993, musicologist Robert Walser defined Ritchie as the most important musician of the emerging metal/classical fusion. He's also credited as a precursor of the so-called guitar shredders that emerged in the mid-1980s. He's been an influence on guitarists like Yngwie Malmsteen, Brian May, Lita Ford, Wolf Hoffman, Michael Romeo, Randy Rhoads, Dave Menketti, Scott Henderson, Craig Goldie, Paul Gilbert, Janet Gers, Brett Garsed, and Frederick Ackeson. Matthew Bainton portrayed Ritchie in a film titled Telstar, which was released in 2009. Ritchie credits fellow guitarist Eric Clapton's music with helping him develop his own style of vibrato around 1968 or 1969. It was May 1964 when Ritchie got married to Margit Volkmar. The couple lived in Hamburg during the 1960s, and their son Jürgen was born in 1964. Jürgen played guitar in the touring band Over the Rainbow. After Margit and Ritchie divorced, Ritchie got married to Barbel, a former dancer from Germany. They married in 1969 and divorced in early 1970. He then dated opera singer Shoshana Feinstein for 1 year. After having an affair with another woman named Christine, Ritchie met Amy Rothman in 1978. They moved to Connecticut and got married in 1981. However, the pair divorced in 1983. Ritchie then started a romantic relationship with Tammy Williams, who he met in Chattanooga, Tennessee in early 1984. After breaking up with Tammy, Ritchie married then fashion model Candace Knight. They started living together in 1991 and moved to Long Island in 1993. The couple remained engaged for approximately 15 years before getting married in 2008. Candace once said, "He's making me younger, and I'm aging him rapidly." The couple welcomed their daughter Autumn May 27, 2010. Their son Rory was born on February 7, 2012.
A window, this is true. You must never see a new moon through the glass. It's very unlucky. So often I'll say to Candace, "Come with me, I want to show you something."
He's the second son of Louis J. Blackmore and Violet. The family initially lived in Weston-super-Mare in Somerset before moving to Heston in Middlesex. When the family moved to Heston, Ritchie was 2 years old. When Ritchie was 11 years old, he received his first guitar from his father under certain conditions, including learning how to play properly. He also took classical guitar lessons for 1 year. Back in 1979, he stated in an interview with Sounds magazine that he started the guitar because he wanted to be like British musician Tommy Steele. Tommy used to jump around and play. Ritchie loathed school and hated his teachers. While he was at school, this famous guitarist participated in sports such as the javelin. When Ritchie was 15 years old, he left school and started work as an apprentice radio mechanic at nearby Heathrow Airport. Blackmore took electric guitar lessons from session guitarist Big Jim Sullivan. Back in 1960, Ritchie started work as a session player for Joe Meek's music productions. He performed in several bands and was initially a member of the instrumental band called The Outlaws. He also backed singer Glenda Collins, German-born pop singer Heinz, and others. He later backed horror-themed singer Screaming Lord Sutch and beat singer Neo Christina. In 1967, he joined a band to be called Roundabout after receiving an invitation from Chris Curtis, who originated the concept of the band, but would be forced out before the band fully formed. The lineup of the band was completed in April 1968, and Ritchie was credited with suggesting the new name Deep Purple. This lineup featured bassist Nick Semper and singer Rod Evans and lasted until mid-1969 and produced 3 studio albums. In 1970, the first studio album from Deep Purple's second lineup, In Rock, was released. The second lineup featured singer Ian Gillan, and it lasted until mid-1973. During this time, the band released 4 studio albums, 2 of which reached #1 in the United Kingdom. Then the third lineup featured Glenn Hughes on bass and vocals and David Coverdale on vocals. This lineup lasted until mid-1975 and produced 2 studio albums. Later, Ritchie decided to leave the band to front a new group called Rainbow. In 1974, he took cello lessons from Hugh McDowell. Although he had initially planned to make a solo album, Ritchie later formed his own band in 1975, Ritchie Blackmore's Rainbow. The band name was later shortened to Rainbow. The debut album of this band, Ritchie Blackmore's Rainbow, was released in 1975. The next year, the band released another album called Rising. And then in 1977, they released a studio album called On Stage. In 1979, the band released Down to Earth, an album that featured R&B singer Graham Bonnet. In 1981, the band released an album titled Difficult to Cure, which introduced vocalist Joe Lynn Turner. It was followed by Straight Between the Eyes in 1982, which included the hit song called Stone Cold. In 1984, Ritchie joined a reunion of the second lineup of Deep Purple. This reunion lasted until 1989. In 1994, Ritchie reformed Rainbow with new members including hard rock singer Doogie White. In 1997, the band disbanded after playing its final concert. Ritchie said, "I didn't want to tour very much." In 1997, he formed a folk rock duo called Blackmore's Night with Candace Knight as a vocalist. They have released 11 studio albums, with the latest one being Nature's Light in 2021. In June 2016, a reformed Rainbow performed 3 European concerts.
In the hand and doing this. You know that thing they keep pressing? They walk across streets and they're pressing buttons.
He primarily makes money from songs that he released with various bands and as a solo artist. For example, he was once a member of Deep Purple. This band sold over 100 million album copies globally. Ritchie also adds extra cash to his bank account through various lucrative brand endorsement deals and concerts. As of 2021, Ritchie Blackmore has a total net worth of $16 million. He has a house on Long Island in New York. It was the year 1974 when he moved to the United States for tax reasons. Ritchie Blackmore likely has the following vehicles in his garage: a Ford Coupe, a Mercedes-Benz, a Range Rover,